So Lawrence Fowler is at it again with another Jack in the Box movie. Yeah, I keep watching these things. So these are United Kingdom productions of classic kids fables or whatever you want to call these nursery rhymes. This one, of course, is based on the popular wind up toy. But there's other movies quite like this from the UK, like Mary Had a Little Lamb and Humpty Dumpty. And oh boy, wait, there's another Humpty Dumpty movie, and I watched it. We'll talk about that in the next video. But for now, let's talk about Jack in the Box Rises, the third film in this franchise. So, the Jack in the Box films are once again taken very seriously, right? Unlike American productions where they take material like this and they realize how silly it is, so they embrace that goofiness. There's a sincerity to the United Kingdom productions where they try to take this material and make it into some kind of serious thing. Now, I would say all three of these Jack in the Box movies now kind of have a consistency to them as to where they're just like, okay, better than you would expect, but not good. And this is just yet another example of that. And we're at the point now where the third film in, I'm saying to myself, okay, you either need to drastically change this up and add new elements like big time, or you need to just stop making them. I'm probably leaning towards the latter because this is just yet another one of the same films, right? Like the Jack in the Box has to kill 6 people and take them into his box, and they try to add a couple little things, but as far as like a plot, doesn't really matter because like it's just the same as the other ones. Right? Yeah, the story's a little bit different. This guy hires this girl to like go into this all girls academy or something and retrieve this box so that she can get something returned to her. Very important. And these like, I want to say it's like, well, there's like 7 girls, right? Because who's gonna be the one last survivor? Because the Jack in the Box needs 6 bodies. I don't know, man. It's just fine, but having seen the other two, it's just rinse, lather, repeat, right? Like this guy has kind of found his franchise, and he's probably making enough money off of it to live, and he's just having a good time making them. So why the hell not? But I do think it's time to move on, try something different, because we're just recycling these movies at this point. I really don't have anything to say about this one that is any different than the other two, except for maybe this one has like cute chicks in like schoolgirl outfits. So maybe that's like a tiny little bonus, plus at least there's something nice to look at kind of thing, but it's all for nothing. The horror in this is the same thing every movie, right? Like the Jack in the Box pops up, then it goes down, and then the hand comes out, and then he kind of starts to crawl out, and he walks around, and the Jack in the Box like outfit, the monster looks good. I mean, for this low budget production, but it's the same thing. It's literally the same costume. It's literally the same look. He's doing the same things. He's stalking in the same ways. There's nothing brought to the table that changes things up here. This really is just like, feels like 3 of the same film right in a row. And as a like slasher fan, as somebody who grew up on the Friday the 13th films, there is a lot of that goes on, but there is a uniqueness to the characters that make it fun, and there is a uniqueness to the kills, right? The setups to the climaxes, the final chase scene between Jason and the final girl. Like that's what makes those films, even though they are somewhat repetitive, that's what makes them stand apart from each other. And I just don't get that here. I really find the horror in these to be rinse, lather, repeat, as I said. And it's just not entertaining anymore. You know, going into these types of films, a Jack in the Box film that most people would just roll their eyes at and not even check out. Your only remaining audience and one of the only few people that are actually going to review these movies anymore. And I don't know if I'd sit through a fourth. I might at this point, just because I'm like, I've watched the other three. Let's see. Maybe he changed it up. But if he's watching, definitely, if you're going to go into another film, you gotta try something different with this. You have to try something different with, even if it doesn't work, you got to try something different with the Jack in the Box, with the setup, with the story, you know. But that's it. It's just like, if you were like a big fan of the first two or something, then yeah, this is pretty consistent with that. But I don't know. I'm not going to repeat myself and be a hypocrite. So yeah, I watched it. I might be one of the only people that are still watching these damn things, but oh God, let's move on to Humpty Dumpty. Bye.